had someone talk to me the other day, and we have quite a few international students, and we have had a few in the comments who've said, oh, I studied, accounting or IT, and then I decided that I was actually interested in marketing or, something else. And I had someone come to me today who was, or the other day, who was really upset, and she sort of said, she said, I don't want to be a jack of all trades, master of none. And it's really interesting because the full quote of that is jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. The full phrase is actually the opposite. It means it's better to be good at lots of things than great at just one thing. And I think we've talked a little bit about how being multi-skilled or a jack of all trades, being able to have a really diverse skill set is really important, both because it looks great to employers because you can self-learn, you can jump into different things, you can go, oh yeah, I can do that too, or I'll learn how to do it. But it's also great to be able to have lots of skills so that you can bounce back in lots of different ways. What do you think about that, Kerry?
Oh, look, my resume reads really interestingly because I was never a jack of all trades. I mastered all of them. And that was my mindset. Yep. Whatever you go into, get the certificate that says you can do it. Now, not everything has to be a degree. So Cert 4s are not real hard to get, mostly because they're experientially based. Diplomas, not super hard to get. So along the way, I pulled out my resume this morning, which I have a diploma in environmental management, which I got not so many years ago, but while I was working full time. Although I have an advanced diploma in Occupational Health and Safety, I started out with a Cert 4 and then a bit more study and a bit more study, all while I was working. I have a TAE in assessment and training. Now, I did that probably 20 years ago when it was still called Train the Trainer, but I was working in sales and I needed to help sales reps. I have a license to handle radiation. Gosh, how did I get that? I was on a uranium site and somebody needed to have the license, so I went, I'll do that. I'm a WorkSafe assessor. I have a diploma in financial planning because in one of the downturns I thought I could do that. I did the study, hated it, and thought I never want to do financial planning. I did some certificates in strategic marketing, financial planning, employment law. They were all things I did along the way. But what happened was when the tough time came, it was all the culmination of all of that experience. So my very first mining job, I was female, I was 50, I had no experience. But they looked at my resume and said, she understands production and profit as well as safety. She understands a bit about employment law. She understands about training and assessment. So it was all these other quirky things I'd done along the way that actually got me the job along with the attitude. So there is no experience that won't come with you. There's no experience that is not a positive impact on your ability to get a job. And please understand that in Australia, you can study anytime. I had 18 months of high school. I've ended up with a couple of degrees. I'm still studying now. I'm doing a second master's degree so that I don't get Alzheimer's. So in Australia, you can study anytime.